When I told you people that Biafra is ideology, Biafra is a spirit, it will be very difficult for any man born of a woman to stop this struggle. Not in our generation and not in next generation to come. As I speak to you, this set of people, the Igbo way they use most of the Igbo to betray their people. Now they thought by holding Nnamdi Kanu, silence Samuel Ekpa, will put an end to Biafra. But unknown to them, holding these two people now is propagating the gospel of Biafra. Biafra is spreading around the world. And I have told you people, I have this video, you will watch it. United States, US Parliament now are advocating for the releasing of Nnamdi Kanu. They have coming out now to support this Biafra movement, that it is high time. Since this set of people who came from a strange land felt that they have the country, they can take over the country. They are forcing religions on people. And that's what they do in Benue. They chase people from their community, they take over the community. Now, the US Parliament now are coming out, speaking now. They want to intervene in the case of this Biafra struggle. You will watch this video. I will show you this video so that you will watch. I have told you people time without number, everything Nnamdi Kanu I've been preaching over 10 years ago about this Islamization agenda, about how to grab where Christian dominates. Which one is lie? Go and see what they are doing to my people in Benue, where they know that it is where Christian dominates, how they are eliminating them, pursue them, taking over. They are bringing this jihad to us on a daily basis. Of course, US will not keep quiet and support this shenanigans government. I've told you that UK, the British, doesn't mind any religion Nigeria want to practice. They are not after religion. All these UK people are after is to keep making Nigeria. They don't want to know whether they have turned Nigeria to Afghanistan, to Pakistan, to Yemen, to other countries that are practicing this religion in a violent manner. They don't want to know. All they are after is about the resources. They will keep making this country to develop their country. You will watch this video. And that's why Abraham Traore now has become a target for them. Because Abraham Traore now has followed the template of Nnamdi Kanu, what he has been preaching over the years. And they are going after him. What makes you think that Nnamdi Kanu is being the hold up to this very moment for over going to 5 years? This month, June 19, will make it how many years since 2021 they arrested Nnamdi Kanu. Calculate it and know how many years they have detained this man without any concrete evidence to nail him. If Nnamdi Kanu were to be a Fulani man or Yoruba man, will it be under the custody of the years? This is what the Efulefu governor, Efulefu Southeast governors, Southeast leader does not know. No matter if you have a madman, whoever you have, maintain it, because a day that he or she will be needful is coming. They don't know the needful of Nnamdi Kanu. And that's why we, the middle better, I wish we have somebody like Nnamdi Kanu who will stand to defend us in time of like this. Gowon allowed the British people to brainwash him, to use him to fight Biafra war. Today he has forsaken us from the middle belt and he has run to UK for his dear life. His ancestral land in Plateau State has been occupied by the same Fulani, but by these jihadist people. Oh, therefore he's coming on here. I don't regret. I fight for Biafra. I fought Biafra war because of the unity. Unity or there. And that's why I'm happy with Peter Obi that you have the guts to look into Gowon eyeball to eyeball and tell Gowon that this hero, the labor of hero you are saying is already in vain. Please watch this video, share this video. I'm coming back to analyze.
Isn't everyone talking about this? Why is this something that seems to only concern the Igbo people? Why don't we know about this injustice? Because I submit to you, there is no greater injustice right now on this planet than the continued unlawful incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu. Now, it's easy to say unlawful, and I'm a lawyer, and I often say it. But in this case, we have not one and not two, but three separate panels, judicial panels, that have said his arrest, his rendition, and his continued incarceration are absolutely illegal. Not because it's not a good idea, not because we don't like it, not because he's the leader of our people or a leader of people that we favor. The Nigerian courts applying Nigerian law made that determination not once, but twice. You have two court judgments. It's so obvious that said he must be released immediately. He must be returned to his place of citizenship, which is Britain, and he must be paid 1 billion Nara or 500,000 Nara, depending on the court. The United Nations has looked at this case and determined that there are rampant, gross human rights violations, and they demand the immediate release. So Nnamdi Kanu represents, just as Nelson Mandela represented his people, Nnamdi Kanu represents over 50% more people, 42 million as opposed to 28 million. So how can we not move mountains, do everything in our power possible as human beings to free Nnamdi Kanu?
Nigeria, but internationally, you have, I think, Imo and Anambra are number 4 and number 6 for GDP in Nigeria, and that was in 2021, which was a very violent year. So even amidst the violence, three of the 5 states in Southeast are in the top 12 for GDP per capita. In Nigeria, 73% said sometimes or always they were treated unfairly by the government. This is last year. This is the highest rate of any ethnic group surveyed in Africa. In their view, they are sometimes or always treated unfairly by the government.
So it's issue of injustice?
It is a deep grievance, and it's a disconnect from the Nigeria project, as was mentioned earlier. And I mentioned that number just to underscore the underlying grievance that has to be addressed. So amnesty is potentially part of a package, but the disconnect has to be addressed, and the Southeast is a core pillar of the Nigeria project. Comes back to the discussion of its importance. So all of these issues that are being discussed are inherently political. They're being seen through a political lens. For example, infrastructure development. The grievance is you have a very productive region that is exporting not just to Nigeria, but internationally. You have, I think, Imo and Anambra are number 4 and number 6 for GDP in Nigeria. And that was in 2021, which was a very violent year. So even amidst the violence, three of the 5 states in Southeast are in the top 12 for GDP per capita. Yet there's no seaport. The bridges are not good. The roads are not good. So it is a development and infrastructure issue, but it's seen through a political lens as a political grievance. The same with security, which is you have significant deployment of security forces, yet the perception is the DPOs are not from Southeast. Many of the officers are not from Southeast. They are not necessarily well-versed in the local context. And so they're not performing the role of community security in a way that they or other communities would expect. So that's a security issue, yes, but it's also perceived through a political lens. And it's the same with federal appointments and involvement in governance. So these are development, these are policy, these are economic issues, but they're seen through a broader political lens that they're not being kind of fairly adjudicated. And I think that's really important to underscore. So amnesty as part of a package may be a solution, but the underlying grievances have to be addressed with an understanding of the political perception, how the infrastructure problems, how the economic problems, how the security issues are perceived politically, and what it means to have more representative involvement in those efforts from a Southeast perspective. Yes, it has to be a multi-stakeholder approach. The sensitive issues have to be addressed, and there needs to be involvement of the key stakeholders as this initiative is doing. That being said, in contexts like this, you might not move everybody over. You might not convince everybody. But where you make a serious effort and where you provide legitimate avenues, you will see a significant reduction in popular grievance that draws down support for extremism and makes it very difficult to operate. So a multi-stakeholder approach doesn't immediately solve all the problems, but it changes the trajectory, and it moves a lot of the public into using or trying to use the legitimate mechanisms again, as opposed to staying on the sidelines or even supporting extremist activity. So it's where you
watch the video and you have seen what I'm saying. The United States Parliament have stepped in this case. Because I've told you people time without number that this UK, they keep mute because they are making Nigeria. Yes. Who will tell me that these people are not partial in this issue? They just orchestrated that Nnamdi Kanu will not be kidnapped in their soil because they know that other world countries will come after them. They orchestrate the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu to happen in Africa country. They know what they are doing. Because Nnamdi Kanu was the only obstacle that want to spoil where they are making the country from. It is these Igbo leaders who are seeing this thing. I don't even blame them. I've told you people time without number. Not that somebody bear chief or kafo, bear any other name you see in Igbo that means he's a Igbo. Most of them have been planted from long time ago to carry their aims in Biafra land. And they are the governors today or past governors. You see the atrocity they've done to the southeast. Southeast, when we were growing up, Southeast was one of the safest places in Nigeria to live. They accommodate strangers. This hospitality in them is top notch. Today, they have used these people, these Fulani people are planted to become the leader, the governors in the Southeast, have turned Southeast up and down. That's why they quickly ran to court to go and prescribe IPOP as a terrorist organization, so that the world will see that it is not only them that is causing violence, so that the world will shift their attention from their side that is jihad that is happening. These are tactics they use Buhari government to do in his government. Today, these Fulani headmen that are moving from one region to another, buying people, do all sorts of things. Are they not aware? They are not aware of what they are doing. They quickly ran to court to come and got judgment about IPOP is a terrorist. My greatest joy today that there's no any country in the world that regards IPOP as a terrorist organization. Please share this video. Share it, like and comment. Breaking news, Biafrans all over the world, the lovers of good things. As I am speaking to you, Benjamin Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel, is coming to Biafra land. Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, is coming to Biafra land. Finally, I will show you the video. The video is here. Benjamin Netanyahu say, we are Jews. I am going to Africa to rescue the Jews. I will show you the video. Please, as you watch this video, share this video massively. Share it. Share this video massively. I've told you people, you see all these Southeast Efule leaders who fought maybe probably because of governorship, senator, because they want to fulfill their ambitions, they are selling their right out. They will regret it. No one said you cannot contest. We are still in Nigeria. Alesoti is a governor of Abia today, and the Biafrans all over the world are loving what Alesoti is doing. Have you seen anyone so far now that have come and criticized Alesoti? Have Alesoti now turned himself to the enemy of Biafra? Did Alesoti now deny his origin that is not from Biafra? He's a politician, a Nigerian politician. But in as much as a Nigerian politician, he knows where he's coming from. My people, where I came from, make a parable. If you don't know where you are going, you should be able to know where you are coming from. But the problem of these Efulefu Southeast leaders, some of them who have sold their right to the Fulani men, they don't know where they are going and they are forgetting where they are coming from. That's why I call them Efulefu. They should better realize their mistake before it's too late. I say the Biafra now, the stage Biafra are now is about to take the crown. Nnamdi Kanu have taken the cross. And after you have taken the cross, what next is to take the crown? Biafra now is almost getting his crown because the world is recognizing Biafra faster and faster. If you visit the videos of Nnamdi Kanu for the past, He has said it. This is no longer a string to him. And that's why a lot of people might be frustrated in the struggle. A lot of people might lose hope. A lot of people might. He knew he has prepared for the raining day. Nnamdi Kanu prepare for the raining day. Have you ever heard him called, oh, I'm not the one that formed Biafra? Have you ever heard that he denied that I'm not the one that formed IPOP? He faced them one-on-one, told them that I formed IPOP. This is the reason I formed IPOP. I registered IPOP. I do this. I established ESM. He said it. He did not deny it. And he said the fact, the reason he did it, that Nigeria constitution is not against it. And that's why you see it that it's difficult for Nigeria government to nail this man. I will show you people the video where Benjamin Netanyahu is coming to Biafra land. If Nnamdi Kanu did not pay this ultimate price, do you think it will be possible? Whether you like it or not, the issue that is still going on in Finland right now over Samuel Ekpa is another way of advertising Biafra to the world. And that's why I've said that Buhari advertised Biafra to the world without getting 1 naira. With him, he thought he's punishing Biafra. He thought that hatred he had for Biafrans. Then he want to finish it, or known to him that he want to sell Biafra. He want to advertise Biafra free of charge. The atrocity these people have done, most especially Buhari government visiting it, you know that this man hates Biafrans to the core. Watch this video. Don't go away. Watch this video. I'm coming back.
Expression of a simple truth. Israel is coming back to Africa, and Africa is coming back to Israel. I believe in Africa. I believe in Africa. I believe in its potential, present and future. It is a continent on the rise. Its people are diverse and talented. I've made strengthening our relations one of our top priorities, national and international priorities of the State of Israel. It's the reason I became the first Israeli Prime Minister to visit Africa in decades. Well, one thing I can assure you, it won't be decades until an Israeli leader visits Africa again. It won't be 5 years, it'll be a few months. Africa and Israel share a natural affinity. We have, in many ways, similar histories. Your nations toiled under foreign rule. You experienced horrific wars and slaughters, and you are still fighting to get out of the past into the future valiantly, in efforts that I deeply admire. With determination and conviction, you won your independence. You healed the wounds of the past to chart a future of hope for your people. This is very much our history. Our people, too, were denied independence for far too long. Our people, too, suffered the indignity of bondage, slavery, and dispossession. Our people, too, experienced unimaginable horrors of mass death and genocide. But we never, ever gave in. We fought for our independence and won. We think that Israel now is the best partner that the countries of Africa could have, and it's something that is dear to our hearts. The founder of modern Zionism, the national movement of the Jewish people, was Theodor Herzl, and he said, after I liberate the Jewish people, I will go to Africa to help liberate the black people. We have our African brethren, the Ethiopian Jews, who are in our society, and I personally work every few weeks to help integrate more and more and incorporate them in our society. I believe this. I believe in Africa. I believe in your future, and I believe in our partnership.
I believe that Israel still continues with this path of supporting its friends, its allies, its family. And just like we did that in 1967, Israel supports and does what it can. I did hear that Mr. Kanu was in Israel, in Jerusalem, before he was abducted and disappeared from the public's eye. And this is the most important thing that I want Biafrans to take from this discussion, that Israel, we stand with you guys. And although the cause of Biafra is not very familiar with the world and with Israelis, I want to say that, because of my activity, because of what I do, more and more Israelis are hearing about the cause of Biafra each and every day. So yes, we do stand with you. I want you to know that.
Very against the Igbo population. They had massacred them in 1967 in the Biafra War, and still there's persecution till this day. So we knew coming into Nigeria, we're not here to get involved with the politics, but we're here to tell the story of a population that many in the government experience or think of them as their enemies. So we land in
Which is getting involved in the politics.
Well, we're not here to play politics in Nigeria. We're just here to say that
have no agenda.
Connection. Yes. Yeah. Well, there are movements trying to separate the southern part of Nigeria, which is Biafra, Igbo land, and to create independence from Nigeria. So that's the politics that they face.
Have you listened to Abraham Netanyahu, Benjamin Netanyahu? Have you now seen others, the Israeli now who are merging alliance with Biafrans? Have you seen that Biafran are now being accepted most of the country of the world? It's to tell you something is going wrong. When I told you people that when breeze blow, foul nyash go open. British nyash don't they open now. British are the problem we are facing in this country. Fulani is not the problem of Nigeria. The problem of Nigeria is these British who are using them, so that they will keep making this country. And that's why they keep mute. They don't allow. Whatever these Fulani headmen are doing is none of their concern. Because the more these people are kidnapping, before there is the news of killing in Benue, in Taraba, in Plateau, the more these people are sucking Nigeria. Nobody is aware of their evils they are doing. As I have said it time without number, if these Efulefu leaders in the southeast will wake up one day, if what has been done to the Igbos is half of it is done to the Yoruba, this country will have divided long time ago. I've said most of the things this government, the Nigeria government, especially under Buhari government, did to Igbo, marginalizing Igbo right from the time of after the Biafra war, if they did half of it to the Yoruba, this country will have not been one today. Does it mean that these ones, all in the name of power, they want to become governor, they want to become this, they are deaf to what is happening? Why can't they stand up and speak? Shebi under Buhari government, next week today that become the emperor now, he stood, he was challenging Buhari. Nothing they fit one. Nothing. Nobody go buy you. Speak, you want to speak. And that's why it now look as if it is only this few Abia politicians and we have Senator Abaribe who have paid his due in this issue of Nnamdi Kanu struggle. He has paid his due. Senator Abaribe have paid his due. Alesotu now is doing his own effort. Where are the remaining Igbo politicians? Does it really matter where the struggle, who win the struggle? The most important thing that win what you want. Get what you want. Unlike somebody like Oji Kalu, the rest of them, who are busy galvanizing, singing praise of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. A man who have came, who did not respect equity. That's why God will continue blessing the soul of Ayo Adebanjo. Allow Igbo man to be a president who make them to that they belong to this country called Nigeria. But intentionally they are deleting Igbo out of this country. And I've said it time without number, no Igbo, no Nigeria. And that's why they are finding it difficult to allow the Igbos to go. No Igbo economy cannot move forward. That's why you see all this abragadaba they are doing. Economy reform, renew hope. Where is the renew hope? Where is the economy reform? No Igbo, no Nigeria. If you place Igbo man in the head of the economy, you will see our economy will blossom again. you will see our economy will shine again.